Is Stonebwoy envious of Black Sherif? Any King Paluta ana a questioner in Crawford Ebisa. I don't want to better story in so no. Mama yenshare this short video from an interview at Stonebwoy a recently. I don't want credit to BKC Network. Any MC portfolio. Yeba better amuso.
Some GH article is speaking about this article has tried but does not capture the full state of the Ghanaian sound. May it not hide under hip life. To try to coin it in a certain way. Then what is Amini doing in there if their style is contemporary? What is Shatta doing in there if their style is contemporary? What is Sonny Bali doing in there if their style is contemporary? Is my style not contemporary enough to be mentioned as even the current artist of the year? Are we writing in the past? I'm confused. There's a lot of questions I want to ask and I want to know also. That the article wants to capture the Ghanaian sound. The article is capturing the state of Ghanaian sound, disguising under hip life somehow. And we know better. We cannot sit here to have our sound captured, whereby it takes it all the way and comes back to. I'm making my points from there to Sherif, our brother, and then King Paluta. I want to ask, what are their roles in hip life?
Maybe because of how they have identified themselves.
Are they hip life artists?
They identify themselves as such.
Have they said they're hip life artists?
For Paluta, I can stick my neck out for him. I have heard Blacko say he does high life and trap. I don't know, something like something of that sort.
Good. I definitely have to state I'm not attacking nobody.
No.
It's in context to the thing. Black Sherif ranks as one of the Ghanaian artists essential to Ghanaian hip life. I'm confused.
So question and Crawford Ebisa on social media so and it say is Stonebwoy envious of Black Sherif any King Paluta? Well, beside that particular question, they have their own reason. Na Ninina and it's a Stonebwoy over the Grammy fighter on your Mojave any Nana Kujomula a branch or tro article be honoring or mama contributing the ama hip life a Grammy platform so no chess Stonebwoy we all witness on your moko back and forth over this particular incident, yes, a Kobo show, Kumasi Rich Condos, where he was paid very, very well. No, far BKC Network, platform. So, and in the deputy artist of the year AMC portfolio, Eko have a very, very interesting interview. Now, over there, Otonebo explaining Niemabi with regard to senior on Grammys for any Nana Kojomula, a branch or article, Emma Grammy, no, Eko back and forth on Twitter. Now still 10 toes or say they can't write anything musically in Ghana in modern day without adding Stonebwoy's name to the list. Now during the explanation on BKC Network platform, so NHS Ocheche more to the extent say Obisa a very very controversial question. Or say can all this Omoma contribute the ama hip life a Black Sherif ding den list name. Osansu bisa say is King Paluta a hip life artist or no ding den listing him. No Stonebwoy there doesn't he deserve to be on that list? Also mind you any jealousy talk any kasa or downplay and didn't fellow artists that they are doing well at them never also on sada he is just speaking to the fact. Stonebwoy Chiremu say you can't omo article on Grammys from Ghana or no or that number one. He has the most articles on Grammys platform. Intenya dia or kasa out of jealousy. Or say or can to fact. The article is half baked. Or say kwa okese abeka and I just TikTok and so ababeka the same thing or can. Na baby a controversy e kakra any baby or kasa edifa King Paluta any Black Sherif and no na man Crawford Chemwa just a Stonebwoy envious of just a Blacko any King Paluta. Adolfo without wasting much time, all credit to BKC Network any MC portfolio. Mama share portion or touch on them any why he actually fought at the Grammys platform. Yeba to amusu.
I know. I'm afraid I run away from opinions because opinions mostly are not facts.
Right.
So when I speak fact.
Real quick, let's talk about the baking issue of the moment.
Yeah.
That Stonebwoy was displeased with an article that was published on the Grammy portal.
Yeah.
And you are still challenging it. Do you still stand by it that there is no way we can write the hip life history and sound of Ghana and omit a page of a Stonebwoy page in that book?
This is very fresh. I if you can pull up what
right. So you were challenging. Okay, you said Ghana sound.
Thank you.
But people were like, you knew definitely the article was emphatic about a particular genre.
Okay, so
all right. So the Stonebwoy tweet said, and then
Yeah.
I read out one guy. Whoever wrote this article is interestingly missing the name Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
So the Recording Academy, which you tagged them, should do due diligence before they publish have those articles aiming to capture the true image of the state of Ghanaian sound. With this,
before they capture the true image. Read.
Yes, of the Ghanaian sound.
Aiming. Before they capture Pacho reading honor.
Yes.
Before.
All right. So let me
due diligence for free honor.
All right. So you tag the Grammys to do due diligence before they publish have those articles aiming to capture the true image of the state of the Ghana sound.
Thank
Ghanaian
you.
sound.
Oh, no, quite big enough. Aiming to capture the true image. Okay, that on the side.
Right.
I'm not against any name that would have been mentioned, and I stand on fact. Read where I said that the name Stonebwoy cannot be omitted when it comes to the true image of what the state of the Ghanaian sound.
Which I think people have not disagreed, but they are disagreeing on the premise that this was emphatic. Unless, of course, the overlord want to tell me, please do have.
Hold on. Continue. This was emphatic to high life, to hip life.
To hip life. And the era, it was very emphatic about an era.
But it mentioned some other artists who were not in that era.
Unless, of course, you educate us on that.
Which is Black Sheriff, our own brother, and King Paluta.
Okay, so
and then he goes on this morning to say Black Sheriff ranks as one of the Ghanaian artists essential to Ghanaian hip life. Look, that's what's on the portal. Have you seen this? How do you explain that?
Okay, so we want to shift away from now. I'm centered on you.
I get it.
Yes.
So I'm centered on the Ghanaian sound. I'm centered on the article being half-dosed. TikTok has also expressed his displeasure.
Right.
And has detailed. Kokese has come to say that if you don't write your own story, so people will carry it from different angles, trying to pin it different ways. I'm grateful that in all humility, we cannot disagree with the fact that this is a very, hardworking guy who is undoubtedly representing and adding to the catalog, the culture of Ghanaian music.
Certainly.
So when Livingston says Stonebwoy deserves a mention in such in an article that would represent us on a very international platform, that same platform Stonebwoy has the most articles written about him on Grammy platforms. Check it out. So it's not so that should tell you that it's not the platform. It's not about my name in the platform, but it's about some of the things that we have to stand up for. You understand?
Okay, so I have.
So what do you make of? This is an example. I definitely have to state I'm not attacking nobody.
No.
It's in context to the thing. Black Sheriff ranks as one of the Ghanaian artists essential to Ghanaian hip life. I'm confused. And then the details further on in the same. And TikTok says good attempt, but a very poor delivery. Not resourceful enough to be featured on such a credible space. It's like the writer deciding to write about the story of hip hop and R&B, however missing some key and relevant information. I will advise Recording Academy to do due diligence, same words I use, to stories like this before publishing them.
Right.
Since it's of a great importance to the Ghanaian music industry. This even further explains what I'm explaining.
Okay. So the reason why I want to omit the
TikTok,
the TikTok, the fact that now it was emphasizing the fusion of the indigenous sound and dancehall, which is a borrowed culture. And to them, the poster boys at that era that was able to blend them was Shatawale and Samini. That is where we want to center the argument that it was emphatic. What is your position in hip life? Because you have always championed an Afro dancehall. The first time I heard Afro dancehall was from you, and that is a part you are chattering. People are of the view that what is your concern with an article that captures
Hip Life. But Hip Life is our foundation. Hip Life will pay credit to High Life, and everything that is today must also pay credit to Hip Life. So I definitely draw inspiration. I'm a son of Hip Life till today, but it doesn't change the fact that the article wants to capture the Ghanaian sound. The article is capturing the state of Ghanaian sound, disguising under Hip Life somehow. And we know better. We cannot sit here to have our sound captured, whereby it takes it all the way and comes back to. I'm making my points from there to Sheriff, our brother, and then King Paluta. I want to ask, what are their roles in Hip Life?
Maybe because of how they have identified themselves.
Are they Hip Life artists?
They identify themselves as such.
Have they said they are Hip Life artists?
For Paluta, I can stick my neck out for him. I have heard Blacko say he does high life and trap. I don't know, something like something of that sort.
Good.
Which obviously
Good.
traces source from the indigenous genre.
So do I not trace my sources also from the Hip Life inspiration?
So let me read this out real quick, maybe to give you a better understanding of the issue. I'm coming.
And then it ends up by summing it up. It goes head and comes down.
Right.
Summaries it up with, that's an artist of the year. King Paluta is a new artist of the year.
Right.
And mentions a previous artist of the year. So believe you me, I know better in this industry.
Right.
I speak less. I need to tell you straight.
Right.
I speak less. I know better. I understand the terrain more, and I'm always a student trying to continue to learn.
Right.
When something doesn't make sense, by the grace of God Almighty and by the virtue of the people, an established artist like myself, who doesn't brag about things, those who know me in real life know that I know myself. I don't doubt. I know what I'm speaking about. What I've spoke about is the same thing a TikTok is speaking about.
Yes, so that is Stonebwoy for you. What is your judgment on this? Do you think, say, he is truly envious of Blacko and King Paluta because them they pap? Well, he's also papping, and as Adrian said, he said what he said based on fact and nothing else. For Adrian chair on that, bruh. Now all credit to BKC Network, any MC portfolio. Shatta Ababe Kasai for this particular interview. Yeah, that particular video, but in our next video, to watch out Vimbas TV so and I'm and check it out your YouTube channel or more amazing videos I will do also check it out. Adolfo
Vimbas TV.